Wagwan, what's great? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome and thank you very much for stopping by. My name is Chef Adrian Morris and you're watching Morris Time Cooking. A tricome piece. Chef, what is a tricome piece? Basically, I'm not gonna go shopping until next week, closer to the Christmas. So whatever I have left back in the kitchen, that's what I'm gonna use. I have some pigeon peas here. I have some of the small red kidney beans, and I have some of the light red kidney beans. So that is your tricome peas. Trice, that means 3 peas. This is the ultimate moment your granny say use a hand make fashion. So the light kidney beans and the small kidney beans thing. Grabbing ingredients that I can find. No my garlic done, only onion I have, no scallion, no thyme. We're gonna make it work, right? And we're going to the kidney with the pigeon peas. This should be enough. First thing you wanna do, wash your peas. Just rinse them nice, get out all the debris. I use up all the time, make some stew peas yesterday, right? And I use up all the browning to bake my Christmas cake yesterday. Haven't been out back on the road since. Today is Sunday. I say I'll make some Sunday dinner, you know? So let us make this tricome peas. If you're new to my channel, you know how I make my authentic ricome peas. So don't think I can make ricome peas and I don't know what to put in there. But remember, this is basically making from all the little ingredients that I can find around the kitchen. You're going to see how I supplement a lot of things as I go just to make this nice and flavorful. I have to wash it 3 times because tricome peas is name. You see? So I wash it even 3 times, you know. To honor the 3 type of beans or peas. So this is nice and clean. And wash it 3 times. We're going to pour this off, get some fresh water on here. So we're going to cover this up with about 5 or 6 cups of water. A tablespoon of the salt, less than a 1/4 teaspoon of allspice, the ground allspice, because I don't have the berry, right? Give it a little bit of flavor, mix that in. I don't have no fresh garlic, so we're going to go into a little bit of garlic powder. Because everything finished out of the fridge, you know, but we still have to bring flavor. Garlic powder in, a little bit of black pepper, some dry thyme. Mix that in. And we're going to set this to boil on medium-high heat. So while we have that going, we're going to work on our chicken. This is already soaked in some vinegar and lime water. We'll wash it out. Just going to throw this off and rinse it. Nice Sunday dinner. Wash the skin clean. I already went ahead and I clean out the carcass or the crevices nice and clean. And we're just using dark meat here, leg and thigh. That's what we're using. Skin wash nice and clean, right? Pour that off, just rinse off the excess vinegar. So just gonna remove the skin from the chicken. We're doing some fricassee. I don't want any skin. So just remove that skin. But we're not gonna throw the skin out because we're gonna be using it further on in the cooking process. Where the tail feathers go, we're gonna twist that off because we're gonna use that, right? Yeah, man. Alright, so we're just gonna grab the skin, add them to a separate container. Just gonna go in between the joint bone, get off that drumstick nice and clean, and then for the thigh, we're gonna go right down that backbone. Cut it down like that. There we go. Because again it's fricassee, so we're gonna cut each thigh into 3 pieces. So we're gonna season that now with a bit of black pepper, Garlic powder. If you have onion powder, you can use that as well. And I'm using what I have. I don't have any fresh ingredients like that. I'm going to go in some dry thyme, about a teaspoon. Paprika for color, but I'm going with a little bit of cayenne. That can give you some color as well as spice. Going in some cayenne, about a teaspoon and a half. Give you a nice color on the chicken. I'm going to go in with some all-purpose seasoning, about 2.5 tablespoons thereabout, but I'm going to use 2 different all-purpose. So a tablespoon here, another tablespoon of a mixed one with all the herbs and spices. I'm going to go in with half tablespoon of jerk seasoning, because again I don't have all the pimento berries, but in a jerk seasoning I have those, right? Half tablespoon. Have videos out on the channel on these the traditional way, but I'm just using whatever I have, right? So we're just gonna go in. Normally I put a little bit of oil on here, season up everything, but we're good to go. You can put green seasoning, anything you want, but just check out this way, real quick and easy. Whatever I have in the kitchen, that's what I'm using before I go shopping again. So it's gonna massage the seasoning in, get that nicely marinated, right? So look, fully seasoned right through, right? I'm just gonna set this down. Not gonna marinate it for too long. We're gonna marinate it for about 30 minutes while I work on the other ingredients. So the peas is going. Beautiful. Or try some peas. Ooh, that smells good. Once you see the peas start floating to the top, you get some cold water. And you're going to pour it in very hard. Not hard enough to splash up, but hard enough to sink the floating peas to the bottom so that they can cook evenly. Because when they float like that, they won't cook as even as the ones that are below. So cold water in. Just going to watch as all those peas sink. Right? We call this sinking the peas. And we're just going to scrape down the sides here to get all that good seasoning off and into the broth. I'm just going to cover that partially. I'm going to allow that to cook for about 30 to 40 minutes or until these peas or beans are nice and tender. Alright, there we go. So the peas grains are nice and cooked. Water reduced, but that's fine. We're gonna add some seasoning to that now. Remember, I'm working with limited ingredients, right? So we're gonna season that up with some all-purpose, about a half tablespoon. Gonna go in with a tablespoon of butter. Gonna go in with some coconut cream, the bar. I have no Scotch bonnet to put in, so I'm gonna go into a little bit of chili flakes, the red chili flakes. Bring a little bit of flavor to that. About a teaspoon. Last but not least, we have half of a small white onion chopped up and a finger-sized piece of ginger with about 2.5 to 3 cups of water. We're gonna add that now. Yeah, and we're gonna give that a stir again because we don't have all the ingredients that we would want. We have to add some freshness from the ginger, from the onion, so the onion is somewhat replacing that of the green onion or the scallion, right? And we have some dry thyme that we put in earlier. We're going to add a little bit more dry thyme, so that way we have a nice tasting rice and peas, or try some peas. The coconut cream is here. Allow that to melt and bring that nice coconut flavor to everything. I'll use the chili flakes in replacement of the Scotch bonnet pepper. We're going to add a bit more of that dry thyme. Nothing too crazy, about a half teaspoon. Give that a stir. Yeah man, it's looking good. See how that look rich? Try some peas, it's on its way. Alright, while this comes to a boil, I'm just gonna wash about 2 to 3 cups of white long grain rice. Added 3.5 cups of rice, and we're just gonna wash that about 3 times because we're making rice and peas, right? So room temperature water to wash the rice. I'm gonna go right in with our washed rice. And immediately you want to take that off high heat to a medium heat thereabout. so you don't burn the rice and it dries out too fast, because you need these grains to steam up properly. And a thing to note, you realize why added the rice to the center of the pot? That way you know if it's enough. Once it's like an inch above the water, then you're good to go. Another way how you can test that, you're gonna stir the rice into the peas like so. So the tricome peas is on its way. Once everything is leveled, you can get your finger, and once it's like an inch, you're good to go. So that's good. Cover the lid. I'm gonna allow this to cook for about 15 to 20 minutes, or until there's small bubbles where the water is almost evaporated. So once your rice reaches here, turn the heat on medium low. I'm gonna cover the foil and I'm gonna allow this to steam for about 25 minutes. Just wash these nice and clean. For the tomato, we just need like some wedges. Add that onto a plate. Onion, just gonna chop that up. Carrots, potatoes, bell pepper, onion and tomato. We have a scalding hot pan. Gonna go in with that leftover chicken skin. So we're trying to extract as much flavor as we can from this dish. So we'll get that chicken skin going. And we're gonna produce our own oil. So that chicken is nice and flavorful. So we're extracting our own oil so that we can fry up our chicken. Gonna fry these until they're nice and golden on a medium low heat. Gonna remove these now. Got them nice and crisp. We got the excess oil that we needed. We're gonna add our chicken pieces now. Gonna fry these for about 5 or so minutes per side, or until it's entirely golden brown. You're getting some nice color. Alright, we're gonna remove these. Got some nice little color on them, and it's cooked to about 20%. So there we go. Gonna add our potato and carrot in. So now we're gonna have that flavor. Gonna season with a little bit of all-purpose seasoning, about a tablespoon. Stir that in. Gonna add some hot water to that, just to cover them. Beautiful. Give that a stir. Gonna go in with 2 tablespoons of tomato ketchup, tablespoon of soy sauce for color as well as for flavor. Give that a stir. Then we're gonna add our chicken pieces. Alright, there we go. So we're just gonna cover this and allow it to slowly stew for about 20 to 25 minutes, or until the sauce is nice and thick. Cover that up. Alright, so we're gonna go in for the rice. See what our tricome piece looks like. Wow, beautiful. So we're just gonna remove that piece of ginger. We don't want to bite into this. We're gonna fluff that rice. Holy, got that, my friends. There you go, my friends. The tricome peas, and I'm telling you, we have the small red kidney beans, the light red kidney beans, and the pigeon peas all in one. Tastes so good too. I just tried some. Jaja. Just gonna allow this to just stay on minimum, the lowest of heat you can find, just to stay warm until our chicken is ready. Beautiful. Let's go. Holy. Gonna add in our tomatoes, peppers and onion. Just to bring that natural flavor in here. The sauce is getting nice and thick from the potatoes. I'm gonna allow this to cook for another 5 more minutes so the sauce can thicken up fully and we should be good to go. Salt and some baking soda. And we're going to go in for a second or third wash. So we'll just spin this to remove all the excess water. Look at that. Then I add some tomatoes. Can I ask you a question? What you are doing on my shoes, bro? And I back with one of them there. Eh? Chicken is nice and ready. I'm gonna kill the heat. Here goes our rice, or try some peas, ready to go. Beautiful. Fricassee, try some peas, aka rice and peas, and some seeds. About my add tomato and cucumbers because I like it, you know. Up and running. Leave a thumbs up on the video, leave a comment below. And say if you love my vibe, don't forget to hit subscribe. Jano, try it out at home. You won't be disappointed. Once again, thank you very much for watching. You see, until next time, safe travel upon the gravel. And go and big up on yourself.